Do we forget some stuff? You have 18,000 notes over there. We can't talk for 4 hours on this podcast.
And we have never, 4 years running, never nominated for a City Paper Best of podcast.
That is kind of BS.
And
first of all, we're part of the...
and we've never won a Stacky. Everyone else in the whole Toledo area has won a Stacky but us.
Yeah. We should talk about that, too.
We're proud of that.
We were let go. So we did this ourselves, and then we actually talked to WTOL and said, hey, we have this thing if you want it. And they were like, oh, yeah, sure. We'll help do this kind of stuff. And so we were affiliated with them for 3.5 years, basically.
Yeah.
You know, or so. And then when we were let go, we're like, well, obviously you don't get to keep our podcast anymore. I mean, we're taking that with us.
But now we're part of the Toledo Free Press.
Yeah, and then the Toledo Free Press was like, we'd like to have you. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. And we have friends at the Blade have given us some support.
Yes. That's the thing that I think our podcast hopefully has helped in the community, is to help build the community to be even closer and stronger and more open with each other. Yeah. You know, let the Blade write articles about what's going on, and, you know, read their articles, go to Tuttle Talk and read her articles on the stuff. Yeah. Try and encourage everybody who's affiliated with theater at all to do this. Actors Collaborative Toledo has been amazing with allowing us to sometimes post on their message board that a new episode has dropped. I haven't done that in a while, but they've never balked once about, hey, there's an episode coming out. And I know when we first started, I posted a couple episodes, and almost everybody found us through that message board, group, through that public group of community theater people. And so they just found us like, what is this? I'll go listen to this, and they've just been great.
Plus, they've invited us to the Mommy Theater.
That's Ohio, that's Octa.
That's Octa.
That's Octa, not ACT. But Actors Collaborative Toledo has always been just so gracious about everything. Just but that's the thing, is it's in their name. The collaborative. Is they're all about. They were the ones who I would say started the whole mending of community theaters together again, where you're like, hey, we don't have to be enemies here. We don't have to try and be underhanded about, like, this is my show I'm getting. This hurry up and get it before they get it. Like this. They were the ones who started this message board saying, anybody who needs something, like you need a couch, put it on here. And it's just sitting over here, Oregon, in our storage. If you need it, you can come and borrow it. And then when we need something from you, then maybe we'll ask you for something. Everybody just be nice to each other. Yeah. There used to be some animosity between some of these groups, and hopefully some of this animosity has started to fade down a little bit, and hopefully our podcast has helped with some of that animosity to fade. Because I like everybody. I don't have a problem with any theater groups.
No. The more the merrier, because that gives us a chance to go see things.
Right. There was a time when people were very possessive of the people that they had in their groups, and it's like, this is our group, and if you go and audition for that group over there, then you're not welcome back into our group anymore. And I think that has ended. I think there's definitely ended, but it's like they used to be really like, oh, we're not like that, but they were, and now it's really not like that, and I think that is a great thing. And again, any press we can give these guys, we're not getting paid. We've been doing this for 4 years and haven't gotten a dime.
Right.
No, sorry.
What were we?
I'm out. I want to announce my resignation from the station.
Not a dime. That's what I think is. I just want to make sure everybody knows that we've been doing this because we love it. We're not getting paid. We've never been paid for the station. We don't sell sponsorships for this stuff. We don't
have a logo. We have a logo.
What's that have to do with anything?
Well,
we get paid for it.
Merch. You can buy our merch.
No, they can't. No, we don't sell anything.
We have coasters.
We don't sell anything. I don't even monetize the iTunes or the Spotify. I don't do any of that because I don't want ads.
Right.
I don't want ads in the middle of these things. And for the amount of money we would get out of this, it'd be peanuts anyway. So I'd rather have the enjoyment of the conversation as opposed to right in the middle of the thing that breaks into an ad for who knows what's, Sprint.
But if you want to send us money, we're not going to stop it.
Actually, all we want is free tickets. That's all we want. At this point in time, in 4 years, you got to throw us some free ticket bones. I mean, come on, man. It's not asking too much, is it? Let's start naming the people who've given us free tickets. Okay, let's talk about them.
Well,
Oregon.
Yeah.
There. We've got some high school shows. High school shows have given us some free tickets.
We've been invited to
Stone Productions.
We've been invited to a lot of final dress rehearsals.
Yes.
For free.
Yes. That is
for free.
Awesome. Also,
yes.
if you do that, where we would love to come to those kinds of things, you can go to. A lot of high schools are more than happy to say, "Hey, come to our last show," or come to things like that. I love to see that. Oh! I can't believe we didn't talk about this. We've seen a bunch of shows. One of my favorite shows I have seen in the 4 years that I've been doing this podcast has been Amelie, put on by the Village Players. I personally enjoy the music a lot in that show. I really enjoy the story. I had seen it performed before, but the way that they did it at the Village is just a good gracious God, Dave Nelms. You are so Nelms. His direction Dave and his Nelms. Guidance and everything that Dave he did Nelms. To get this to be visually just intriguing and interesting to watch. That was one of my all-time favorite community theater shows that I've seen. I'm sure because I love the music a lot, but the connection between Mark Owen as the older guidance guy to the character playing Amelie, the sweet, naive, quirky girl.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they have this moment together on stage, and I'm like, are you kidding me with this? It was just beautiful the way they just did this show on stage, and the Village is such an intimate space that you're all right there, and it's like if I could have told everybody more and more to go see that show, I would have, because it's like if you get in a time machine and go back and see a show, go see that show. That show was my fave. What Thom? What you said? Yours sounds like it was a suitcase.
That was impressive. Ride the Cyclone really caught me. I really liked that. That was just so odd. Everything I think like Waterville invites us to come from their shows all the time.
Been to their dress rehearsals.
I enjoy those dress rehearsals.
Well, I just wasn't sure if there was anything impactful like that. You said Ride the Cyclone was one.
Ride the Cyclone, really, that was one I'm so glad I went and saw. Because that's one I probably will never see.
Yeah.
That may never come around here again. You may never see that show, which is a shame because it was so cool.
Maybe that's why with Amelie too, because it's not a super popular show. So I think there are theater groups in the area that are like, we don't really want to do that because we got to sell tickets.
Right. But that's the kinds I like. This is that really.
We do go to more shows now because of
absolutely.
Oh, a million. Yeah, but like locally shows. Have you seen any that
I love
shook you to
Toledo
the core?
Rep did Man of La Mancha.
Oh.
And it was beautiful, well acted, amazing acting. I just can't remember who the actor was.
Yeah. But you were like, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. And the main chef owner from Sebastiano's was in it.
Yeah.
And he's never done theater before, and he was great.
Eric Hildebrand was
yes,
in it.
Yes. He was born to play Man of Don Quixote.
And I saw him in Christmas
Carol.
Oh, he was so good.
And he was kind of one of the people in charge then.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, art director then.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. So it's just, there's just been some shows that I've stopped on and been like, wow. It's hard for me not to be completely biased at all the shows my kids were in.
Yeah.
Those are ones that obviously I feel like, oh man, these are amazing
If
shows.
I can throw one Gabe and Anastasia, that Anastasia show was insane. I thought that was terrific.
Yes.
Of course. It's hard for me not to think so. I mean, I think so.
Toledo School for the Arts.
I mean, Lily Buck was just beautiful in that show.
And there's one other thing that there was a local group that wrote a musical, and we actually
Sufficient
Grounds.
No, Grounds. Was that the name of it?
Grounds for Thought.
No. Something Grounds. Common
Grounds. Thank you. Glad we all figured. We were naming all the coffee shops that were in Toledo. That's the problem.
Matt Zweier and somebody wrote it.
And I every now and then go back and listen to that music. It's really
that was another. We did a little quick video of that one.
It had that girl from Evergreen High School in it. What was her name?
Yeah, Emma Majewski.
Yes.
Yes.
Emma Majewski.
Great voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great voice. She's at Malloy Cap 21 right now in New York City.
She was actually one of our first guests for the Toledo Rep.
She was. So that's the other thing too. Is when we first started doing these things, the cooperation we got was crazy. We never did this. We never did anything before. It's like, I guess we'll just swing by.
Yeah.
And
we were shooting in the studio as they were recording it.
Oh yeah.
The audio.
That one was, yeah. But we had her on for the one about Elvis,
All Shook Up.
All Shook Up. It was All Shook Up. We never done a kid show before. We never did a summer thing before. And it was like, we're doing this if you want to do it. And I'm like, okay, we'll just swing by.
Yeah.
We'll just swing by and have a conversation. We're totally unprepared for this.
And she carried the whole thing because we're terrible.
She did. Thank God Emma has a personality.
Holy cow.
Whew, thank God. Yeah, had her back on again. So she came back on for the college thing. Because I was like, well, we have to have Emma on because she has a personality.
Yeah.
And I know if I have her on, she'll be able to hold us together a little bit here.
And then we don't have to listen to Kyle for the entire episode.
100%. Nobody wants that. But that was great to be able to see again people from the area doing things that shouldn't be able to be done. It's like, yeah, you're doing them. And we had the opera on. We didn't even talk about the opera.
So opera is musical theater. That's what we learned.
We had a guy on who was called in from the Black Forest to talk to us. It's crazy.
Who was the Thom, the dancer?
Yeah, Thom.
Oh, we've had a lot of dancers, choreographers.
Which is all part of it.
Well, yeah, it was a human dance.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the Human Dance Experiment Company. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but the human is it. That's. But
and then I saw him in Nutcracker.
Nutcracker. Right. He just came in. He just came on from Memphis. So he just came on from Memphis. He's directing. Same deal. Had him on talking about stuff, and so since we've been doing the podcast, he was not doing that. And he has grown in his professional life
because
doing
of us.
No, not because of us. No, not because of us. It's just good to observe, to see Dom as a performer.
That's trying to take credit for someone's
career. We've launched something.
So many careers.
No, we've launched nobody's.
They've done it. They've done it despite us. Okay, if anything. But like Dom, I saw him in A Christmas Carol, and he's a dancer. He's a ballet dancer. Did ballet. Now he's directing and choreographing and producing everything. He's doing it all now. At one point in time, he was just a performer who danced, and now he's grown. And for me, it's just nice to see that. And even more so, we've seen in 4 years, we've seen the young ones, the kids who were nobodies, they were just in shows, and now they're going off and doing crazy things. Yeah. It's like, okay, like Christina.
Right.
It's like Christina's the perfect example for me, where you're like, well, Christina was just a little girl. She wasn't anybody. She was nothing special. She was just another girl in the area.
I
didn't mean
special.
it. You know what I mean. She was just a normal girl, though. And now she's on a national. I worded that wrong. Yeah. Now she's on a national tour. So then it's like, well, Christina, when you come into town, I want to see you. It's like, and she's like, of course, I want to see you. She wasn't like, ooh, gross, the old guy. She was like, I kind of know you.
She says that when she leaves.
Oh, that's probably true. That's probably true. But
most of them do.
That's true. But it's just kind of, I get a kick out of it. And then Ron, you're lucky enough that you've known some that are even through Tyler that have done even more.
Yes,
Brady Miller and all those.
Chad Campbell.
And yeah. So you've seen them when they were real little, that have actually now they're older and they've been out of school for 10 years, have had a longer period of time to grab a hold into the industry.
Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey Mintz is one of the great episodes I thought we had. He sound designed.
Sound design, and all he did was run sound for Joe and 3B.
3B.
And didn't know anything.
He started to think he was going to. His sister was doing stage stuff, and he's like, well, I'm here anyway, because his mom and his dad were helping, and he's like, I'll do that. And then he saw all the people behind the stage. He's like, actually, maybe I want to do something like that. And then he started running a soundboard. I think the dude was like 10 or 11. I felt like when Joe was like, yeah, we'll let you help.
And now he's running sound for Madonna or something.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he was Garbage. He was at Garbage and other great bands.
The band Garbage, yes. Yeah. It's not just picking up garbage outside.
No, not just picking up garbage. No. And he's flying all over the place. Again, follow on Instagram, so I see everything he's doing. But those are exciting stories for me to see. Like these people that were just kids, and now they're not just kids anymore. Now they're like grown-ass adults doing stuff.
So many from Toledo.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's the key. Crazy. So many from this area that are doing stuff. so it can be attainable by all kinds of stuff. So
yeah.
But I just want to do the shout out to Amelie and make sure everybody knew that was one of my favorite shows, and also another show that my kid was in was Curious Incident. I thought that was directed and put together in a way that was just like, because I don't see a lot of plays, I see a lot of musicals, so when I see plays, I don't know.
We're really dumb about plays.
Oh my gosh,
we don't do plays.
So dumb.
Well,
the Nether was another one.
Curious Incident one.
Yeah.
And I've told Gabe before, when he would go into his terror moments, my skin crawled. It upset me as much. Maybe because I knew him.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but it was. And it just grabbed you, and it just went. Your nerves were just.
There's some stuff like that. I think with kids, there's kids in shows too. It can have a different pull. Like when I saw The Nether, and it was a young girl played the part in there. Ella Culbreath played a role in there, and I was like, oh man, this feels intense. This whole what she's playing here and how she's doing this is like, woo. and maybe it was because she was young, but also it's because she did it so well. Like she could be young and terrible, and I wouldn't have had the same feeling. She was young and so good, and I think there is this in this area, so much talent because there's so much competition. Everybody's going out and they see that person next to them, and they're like, "Oh, if that person can do it, I can do it." And there's a whole bunch of stepping up in this area of people just stepping up their game.
And if you can see a teen show in the summer, you're seeing the best teens from every school in one show.
You should.
It's crazy.
You should absolutely go and see 3B's summer shows, Waterville's summer shows, the Reps summer shows. Well, Oregon, if you want to see younger kids, and it's also very good. But that's the point though too. If you go see an Oregon show, it is 7-year-olds to 13, 14-year-olds, and you'll be like, wow, nobody in this show is older than 14 or 13. That's crazy. And Beth Giller just puts together a program there that's matched by no others at that age.
That's something that I learned. I mean, I've learned a lot about this throughout the whole point. But, I live on the total opposite side of Northwest Ohio.
Yeah.
And Oregon has so impressed me. I didn't know anything about them.
They're so good, aren't
and
they?
it's wow, it's an impressive
that whole community bought in.
Yeah.
When that whole community bought in, it got crazy great.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. And they have this.
Go see an Oregon show.
Yeah, go see an Oregon show. Absolutely.
Now, Holly, your wife, is actually part of this podcast. She's hosted
a couple times.
And she's almost like been a guest a few times.
Yeah.
She's one of the guys.
Yeah. She's told me several times to screw off. She's not coming on. She's done that many times too.
Yeah, when we wouldn't come on.
No, she's like, screw you.
Pitch hit.
I'm not coming in.
Oh.
No, she's told me that. I'm like, hey, you want to come on? No. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to be there.
But she has.
Yeah. But she has also stepped up and done some stuff. Yeah. Well, when Natalie...
We talked about photography.
She's a big photographer.
Well, she's a guest. We haven't had that episode yet.
And she's our photographer.
Oh, well, be
prepared.
ready.
Holly will be on for...
She's our photographer.
Photo marketing. Photography and marketing. Holly is an episode that has not aired yet.
Right.
But when we had certain guests on, we had Natalie's Sherba on. She played Belle when my kids were in the show, and so she was Gabriel was Chip and she was the Belle, so she became close with us at that point in time. So neither of you two could step up and be a part of the podcast on that day, and Holly's like, well, I'll do it. I love Natalie. I'll come on and do that show. So that was great. That ended up being like a 2-part 4-hour episode because her dad came over.
Her dad came over who spoke broken English.
Oh yeah, we were having booze and having gin. It was a great time.
Surprised you remember that one.
It's on a recording. I can listen to it anytime I want. But she has stepped in and done some stuff.
Who played Wednesday when you were in? Oh no!
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth
Cottle.
She's just adorable.
She
was a phone guest. She was a phone guest.
She was a phone
because
guest.
she's living in New York City.
Right.
She was one of the what'd you call it, Ryan? Local kid who done good.
Yeah,
she was one of those.
Yeah, we had her in a commercial.
Yeah. Well, she's been in lots of local commercials.
We launched her career.
Yeah, we launched her career.
Hopefully the career's still going. Elizabeth, we're rooting for you, baby.
So I hadn't seen her in the last couple times I went to New York, but maybe next time I go, I have to make sure I hook back up with her because we did go out. We love Elizabeth. We went out to dinner and hung out with her.
We have a West Coast guest who was from living in the West Coast?
Who?
Oh, for the love of Pete. Someone who's doing Hollywood stuff. Been on TV shows.
Nope. Oh. No help to me.
You mean Mary?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, we had a guest. I wasn't. It was a phone guest.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In California.
This is terrible. This is terrible podcasting.
Blast it all. There's one.
She wrote her own music for nursery rhymes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Davis was her last name, I think.
There you go.
Maureen. Is Maureen Davis.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I still follow her.
And she was the same thing. She was just some person from the area who, when she was young, just moved to New York and just started doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then she eventually went from New York out to LA. She's still doing it. She's creating her own shows. She was doing a show with Dave Foley. Is that his name?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It was a Kids in the Hall.
Yeah, it was a radio show of some sort. It was that.
No, he was on radio show.
No.
Dave Foley.
It was
news radio. He was on.
It was a kind of a. It wasn't a musical, but it was a podcast.
Yeah. Play. It was a radio podcast. Radio play. Yes.
Right.
So she had written and produced it, and Dave Foley was in this show with her. Which you still need to see Blast from the Past, don't you, Ron?
Yeah.
Get your butt up and go over and watch it.
Maureen was fun. She had a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah. Just her stories of when she was just young, trying to succeed and smelling like gas fumes from the bus, you know?
Her bus broke down. Or on the way to audition, she had to run 12 blocks
the way it is, though.
to get to an audition.
This is the way it is. Yes. I've also learned that to get success in this industry it's talent, but talent is like 50%.
Yeah.
The rest of it is want to. If you want to do it
and be
talented and be nice. Yeah.
Because we have no talent, but we wanted to do this podcast.
Exactly. Point in case right there. Yeah. But it's when you're right, you're right, though. I mean, it's just the way it is.
We just wanted to do it.
We just wanted to do it. No one's going to stop us. And that is true, though. We just got these dang cameras, and we just got a recording device, and we took all those 3 separate reels of audio and jammed them all into Adobe Premiere and tried to sync them all up and make a clapper. It was terrible. We were like, 1, 2, 3. Did that work? I'll have to sync those up. I don't know. Why did this camera stop recording? Why is it on standby? Shit.
Yeah.
Why does that mic sound different than that mic?
Oh, this one sounds terrible.
Mics.
Yeah, because they're different mics. They sound different because they're different.
And how long have we worked in television?
Yeah, it was a disaster. It was great, but we wanted to, and nobody could stop us, so we just did it.
Now there's a subject we have never been able to cover, and we want to cover, but we need people to volunteer to talk about money.
Money?
Like, how do you pay for a show?
That would be a good episode.
How much do you have to pay for rights?
Yeah, and somebody come on here, please, and help us.
Where do you get
understand?
Where do you get $10,000 to put on a show?
Yeah, we've never really talked about it, but we have these theater companies, these individuals that somehow, because they always come on and talk about, well, it's so expensive. It's like, well, then how did you get the money?
Yeah,
when you say so expensive, do you mean $150? Or do you mean $1,500? What is it?
And like, you, how much money did you make for that show? Did you make $10,000? Did you make? We're trying to figure out. Let's see, tickets cost this much, and there's that many seats.
Yeah.
And how much
I think
profit
a lot
did
of them
you
are
make?
hoping to come out even.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. But you can't come out even all the time, because how do you pay for the next show?
You gotta.
These people, they want to do this. It's like you said. It's the passion.
But
and that's why they keep going.
But they have to pay.
You got to pay for the next show.
Pay $5,000 for the rights.
So you pay $5,000 up
the
the first rights for a show or something. Well, maybe it's a Disney show. Maybe that's $5,000.
You got to rent the theater.
Rent the theater.
It's costumes.
Yeah. And you can't just like not make that money back, and then you have no money the next time.
We don't know how to get people to come on and talk about how they finance.
So that means not a school. We're not counting a school. We're talking about actual theater company to come on, because schools can always fundraise and they can do these kinds of things and receive grants and things like that. But how does a actual let's have James on. James will probably tell us, right? James will tell us, you think?
Probably.
Yeah. It's just, how'd you do it, James? You just started this thing up since we were here, and I don't think he got a bunch of grants to get it going or anything. So how did you? And I don't think he has maybe he's just rich. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's got this. sugar daddy who's paying for her show, and I don't know about it. So, we'll have to find
whatever works.
That's right. Whatever works.
How do
sleep your way to the top, man? That's how we did it.
How do people contact us? How do people find us and contact us?
Can't sleep with me. They're going to sleep their way to the bottom.
Are we on Spotify? Are we on
Apple? Hopefully they've already found us, or this whole entire episode was worthless.
How do they message us?
They can message us anywhere on Instagram and Facebook, anything. Usually what happens is I friend people randomly on Facebook because I do. If we have 68 mutual friends, I hit friend request, and hopefully they're like, oh, it looks like he's friends with Joe Barton.
So he must be okay.
He must be okay. I got all these friends in common with him, and they're literally all theater people. So maybe I can go ahead and say yes to him, and that's my goal. Although I am still waiting for Bonnie Milligan to get back with me on my friend request.
Paige Silva?
No, I haven't requested her. No, I did hit her request. Yeah, I'm waiting for a couple of the famouser ones to get back.
If you're friends with Paige Silva,
you say words like famouser.
Oh,
which I don't believe is a word.
It's not a word.
Fine. If you're
I'm trying to keep it casual.
More famous.
For casually. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and then that way they don't feel intimidated by my brilliance. See?
Yep.
They're like,
I can't imagine anyone.
Right. They're like, oh, this guy, I'm clearly the smartest one in the room. We're good to go. Yeah, I want him to be comfortable. I don't know. I think in general, like some of the ones like Bonnie Milligan, she's like Milligan. I won't say Milligan because that's a university. Yeah. Milligan. And she probably doesn't even bother checking her Facebook stuff. She probably gets inundated.
We tried to get a world famous opera star on and couldn't get her.
No. So if you know any of these people, look us up, okay? Because they were from the area. Yeah. I mean, they were from the area. Yeah. You're no doubt much closer to them than we are. So if you're somebody who is close to Bonnie and is like, hey, Bonnie, this little goofy theater podcast is in the area.
We're pretty much just begging right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are begging. Right. Then help a brother out. Exactly. Yeah. Try and get us on. We're not above begging. I mean, come on, look at us. It's like
kind of how we got started.
Yeah, 100% how we got started. Yeah. If you listened 2 hours ago, we went into that. So, all right, guys, bye.
Well, it was nice seeing you guys. I'll see you again in about 4 years.
Yeah. You think?
The next time the three of us get together.
Well, if you ever want to go walking, we're walking.
I don't walk.
Gosh.
You don't walk? Okay, fine. You want to just do something else?
Our 8-year anniversary, we'll do this again.
Oh, okay. That's no fun. You want to just whenever you want to just hang out. You come over and watch a game or something. Watch Ohio State on a Saturday. We'll hang out.
I think you should have us over for a poolside cookout.
Yeah. What are you doing with that swimming pool just sitting over there?
I don't know. I haven't been in it this year. It hasn't got warm.
It's been freezing.
Enough.
It's been freezing.
It's only 98 today.
First week has actually been a
Well, I would have gone in tonight, but I was stuck doing a podcast.
What a jerk!
My pool. I just chop up onions and potatoes in my pool.
Is this boiling?
It's that hot.
Oh, all right. Bye.
Bye.